Hello everyone, so welcome to today's video. I am going to be reviewing a primer that I purchased from the drugstore from Physicians Formula. I mentioned the Spotlight Illuminating Primer in a haul that I posted a few weeks back, and I wanted to kind of give you my thoughts on this and kind of show you how I have been using this. So if you're interested, then keep watching. So I purchased this at my local Target, and I want to say it was like around $11 or $12, not that expensive. And this is supposed to be an illuminating primer with age-defying actives in it. And let's just talk about the packaging first before we get into the actual formula. I love the sort of ombre silver to like a rose pinky gold type of shade here. Really, really pretty. It's a frosted glass bottle, so it feels very high-end, and it just feels a step up from drugstore. It's more luxurious feeling. And I am a fan of Physicians Formula. I've used a number of their products over the years, and I think that they work really well, and I think that their products are really great. A little bit more expensive in the drugstore, but most of their products are hypoallergenic, which this one is as well. It's just one shade that this comes in, and it is, if you look for it, you'll see it next to the new foundations, which I have not tried, so if any of you have, please let me know. It's one of their like more recent additions to the line, and it's glass bottles with silver lids. This is going to be right next to it, so if you're looking for it, that's where you'll find it. So I have this product pulled up on the Physicians Formula website so that I can tell you more about the ingredients that's in this. It says it's a universally flattering illuminating primer that blurs, corrects, and protects to deliver a radiant spotlight glow. So it has age-defying actives, vitamins A and E, antioxidant blend, 5 unique filtering pearls, and optical blurring agents. So if you are not familiar with Physicians Formula, their brands usually are cruelty-free, and or their products are cruelty-free, clinically tested, dermatologist-approved, paraben-free, fragrance-free, hypoallergenic, and fragrance-free. So this is a good product for the vast majority of skin types, and there shouldn't be any sort of issues from this. And I was digging around my collection to see if I found something kind of similar, and I think I may have found a product that is pretty close to this. So this could be kind of something that you could purchase instead of the more expensive one, but I'll share that towards the end. Now, for this, I have tried this different ways to see if I can make this work. I do like the fact that it comes with a pump, so I just honestly just do one press of the pump, and that's all I personally want to use. Now, it is a very thin formula. When you blend this out, it isn't very thick. It's not super hydrating. So it's something that you could use in place of other sort of highlighting cream products. So to get into how I have been using this, this is a primer. So primer is meant to go all over the place, and I do think that some people may enjoy this. So if you have dry skin, if you like dewy, radiant looks to the skin, you will really enjoy this. This is very light, and for me, I can get away with using this in certain areas. Now, the areas that I do not use this in is the areas that I have larger pores, visible pores, or like over my nose where I produce a lot of oil. And I feel like with any highlighting product, this or any other brand that you try, anything that's shimmer or highlight, dewy, radiant, glowy, when you put that on, it's going to accentuate the areas of the face that you apply it to. So for me, it's just something that I don't want to apply all over because I have done that, and it gives a really nice, pretty glow that I like. However, I will say that since this is so thin and like very fine, the sheen that's in there, when I put my powders over this, I can't really see it too much peeking through. And when I apply it underneath foundations or matte foundations, CC creams, I don't really see too much of that sort of glowy radiance, which is a good thing because then as my skin produces oil, it's not super shiny like a disco ball. However, it's just something that I don't want to use all over, and I have found a better way to use it that I have been enjoying, and so I'm going to share that with you. But this is a good product to use if you want an overall radiant look over your entire face. You can mix it in with foundations like this one from NYX, for example, the Total Control one. I've been working on this, trying to figure out if I like it, hate it, or what. But this is a matte finish, so if you wanted to add something like this to a matte finish foundation, you'll get a dewy finish. So you can use something like this primer to kind of alter the finishes of some other products, which I think is pretty cool. You can mix things and not have to purchase a matte foundation and then a separate radiant dewy foundation. You can always add this to this. You can add this to your moisturizer. You can use it just all over, and then that's it. If you don't want to wear any powders or any foundations or anything. I'm mostly a CC cream type of person. I don't use foundations all the time. I may use foundations maybe once a week, just because I'd rather just wear something a little bit lighter. So I don't use this all over. I think it just accentuates the areas where I have visible pores, and wherever I get the most oil throughout the day, I do feel like it magnifies that. So I do use this, you know, around my forehead and around like the outer parameters of my face, because those are the areas that are a little bit more dry. Now I do like to use this as my highlighter. Honestly, it's that pretty that I use it as a highlighter. So I just take a pump of that on the back of my hand, and I use the 977 face sculpting brush from Delium Tools, which is, it's a quite wide of a brush, but it actually works. It's a dual fiber brush, so it picks up just the right amount of product, and it just blends everything really nicely. It's also good for contouring as well if you use cream contours, but this is what I use to apply this product onto my face. So I'm going to take this product on the brush, and I like to just apply it and stipple it. You can use a stippling brush, you can use your finger, but that just gives, I don't know, hopefully the camera, the lighting is different. It's weird. Sun is coming out, then there's like a dark rain cloud. So just bear with me. Let's take a little bit more. And I'm going to apply just a little bit more here. And I also have used this through the brow bone and right around the temples, just to kind of give me a bit of a glow. And then I just kind of lightly kind of feather it onto my forehead, again avoiding the areas that I have the most oil production throughout the day. And this actually gives a really pretty kind of glow. You can see it's, if you pile it on, you'll see it. But the shimmers are so fine that I feel like you can get away with using this all over your face. Now if it was a shimmer that was more noticeable, more kind of glittery, I wouldn't even recommend it. And then, you know, with your finger you can kind of pan it. So if you like working with liquids and creams and layering things, you'll enjoy this. Because just because it says it's a primer doesn't mean that you can't use it like I do. And if you want to, you can take some on your cupid's bow, maybe a little bit on my nose, but since my nose does get a little bit oily, I try not to put too much there. And do this brow too. And it just gives a nice pretty finish. This will be really pretty to use on bare skin in the summertime. And you know, just mixing it in, you can play around with it and see if you like it, but I do think it's pretty, and this is a natural glow, and this is how I use it. I went digging in my collection. I did mention earlier that if you stayed to the end, I was going to share with you another product that I thought was quite similar to this. Now, I did have in my collection the Becca Backlight priming filter, and I do think that both of these are very comparable. Of course, the price points are very different. I think we have something around 11 or 12, maybe the $38 to $40 range, something along those lines, because Becca is a little bit on the pricier side. So this is the Backlight priming filter that is meant to be used as a primer, just in the same way as a Physicians Formula. And the Becca one seems just a little bit more on the thinner side. That's the Becca one, and I will show you the Physicians Formula. They're very, very similar. The Physicians Formula is just a bit lighter. So this is Physicians Formula here. So when you look at it and you see it, it's a very soft, natural glow. Both of these are very, very similar. I think the texture is just a little bit different in the Physicians Formula than the Becca. Now the reason why I'm comparing it to the Backlight priming filter, I mean, I blended both of those. I mean, can you really tell from a distance which one is which? Probably not. See the light, the way it catches it? It just makes your skin look really healthy. And if I just kind of compare both of my hands, this is the hand with it and this is without, it just looks better and just healthier. So that's what I like about it. Now I'm not comparing this to the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfectors. Those are on a whole nother level. That's like, we'll see you from 10,000 miles away coming if you use those on its own or mix into foundation. So I'm comparing the Spotlight to the Backlight priming filter because they're pretty close. So if you wanted to try the Becca, this would be very close to it. I'm not going to say an exact dupe, but very, very similar. In fact, if I were to kind of do one in one, you probably wouldn't even be able to tell, because I've shared this with you guys before, using this as a base to other highlighters. So if I remember, I'll link that video. That is my 2 cents on the Physicians Formula Spotlight. If you've tried it, let me know if you love it, hate it, would you recommend it, or if you have any of your favorite primers you'd like to share with me, please share with me in the comment section. And I do appreciate you so much for tuning into this video, for watching, for being here, for being you. And I'm so appreciative of your support, and I appreciate you just taking the time out of your busy day to spend with me. It means the world to me. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe for new videos in the future, and you can follow me on social media, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat. You know the deal. I'll see you there. Take care. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.